So today I want to discuss the importance of your environment as a person and how that can affect your mental health as an individual. So since I have moved in to my adopted godparents' house, I have noticed an extreme change in the way that I view myself. I've left for college, of course, I've gotten a very different view, but I've noticed that environment has played an extremely different role on my mental health than I thought. I figured that I would share this with you, and I know that a lot of other people that could be struggling with this right now, that this would be a great input for them to hear. Since I have moved into my godparents' house, I have discovered that I have been feeling completely different. 18 in a couple months. I know that I am fresh out of high school. Well, I've been in college for a year, but I'm fresh out of these experiences that were completely different. That I chose to live with my godparents after summer. It wasn't my parents' choice, it was mine. But because I'm 18, it was the decision that I made. Parents are a little bit older than me. They're in their late 30s, early 40s. I've known them since I was a young kid, and I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with them, actually. Important adults in my life that really played roles as friends over a long period of time and trusting have become my family. Discussion, I know a lot of people growing up in high school, middle school, all over have had problems with family and depression and body image. Today I wanted to talk about how family can play a role on the way that you view yourself and just your environment as a whole. Now, I'm not saying that my family that I grew up with was bad, because I love my family very much, but I think that we all know that family definitely takes a toll on the way that we view ourselves. It definitely changes, molds, and creates who we are. And I know that by the time I was out of high school, I was ready for college. I was ready to go. Being said, I struggled with a lot of depression in middle school and high school, and even through the beginning of college. But I realized that the change in environment really played a major role on the way that I viewed myself and the things and people around me, even though I was my own person. That being said, the environment that I am in now, as well as the environment of my college, has definitely changed because of the people that I was surrounded with. A positive environment as far as my mom and my stepmom and my dad and just my close family, but this environment is very different. College, whether it was my little squad, my three best friends, or whether if it was my other squad or the people that I am living with now, I'm still surrounded by people who love me, like friends in high school or friends in middle school. These friends are very different, and like my godparents, they love me. The friends that you make in college and people like your godparents who are adults, they care about you in a very different way and a different perspective. You explain that because I know that when I was in high school, my friends, I'm still friends with some of my friends from high school, but there's just this different relationship that you have. Relationships are different. It doesn't make your old relationships bad. They're not bad. They're wonderful. They're just very different. I think that the point that I'm trying to get past is that it's this change in environment that can completely change the way that you view yourself. And I'm going to give you some examples of that. For me personally, I struggled with a lot of stuff like body positivity, and then all the other gunk you're supposed to deal with in college. Sexuality, gender. I thought I was done with it in high school. You're not. Trust me. But it gets better, and it's a little bit nicer in college, in my opinion. But now that I'm looking back in this environment with my godparents who I have chosen and who love me, it's very different. And I know I had very negative views against my body when I was in, for example, middle school. That improved throughout high school, but I really think that I view myself in a very different way now. Parents care, but they want what's best for you, but sometimes it's hard to see that as not taking it personally as a negative thing. Or you're in an environment that's new but still full of lifelong friends and family, it's really different. They don't care if you're big, fat, tall, skinny, short, small, black, white, cisgender, transgender. They don't care who you are, because you're you, and that's the person that they've met. That isn't the initial person that they've met. I think that when you get to this different change in environment away from your original structure, becomes a lot easier for you to accept yourself, because the people around you have already accepted you with open arms, or at least they should. That's a separate problem because you should surround yourself with positive people, and I know that that's hard. But it's one of those things where it really changes you. After my freshman year of college, this is the summer, um, with people that I'm surrounded by, that I don't hate myself anymore. I think I've entered a level of comfort with myself to where my social anxiety, it's still there. Depression still comes up, but it's one of those things where it gets so much easier to be independent and just depend on yourself, because you know that the people around you are going to accept you whether if you make a stupid decision or a great one. And basically, I just wanted to say that I'm comfortable with my body more than I have been, and myself as a person shown me the importance of a change in environment, because even if this environment wasn't better, it would show me the people that are there for me. Those worst moments that we have in life, our downfalls, the people that are there for you to pick you up are really those people that you need to stick around. You need to surround yourself with those people, and if not, then meet new people by just truly being who you are and being unafraid of the consequences. Thinking, easier said than done, but it happens, and it's just a sign that I want people to know that it does get better. As a person who thought it would never get better, I'm in a truly changed environment with these people. I find that I'm happier, I'm more energetic, I'm willing to work and sell myself to get a job, and just each project head on. And if I get stressed out, these people are here to cushion me and comfort me and help me get through it, because it's not the end of the world. Co-ed support system where you're still being independent, but there's this web underneath you of people that truly care about you. Acknowledging these people and just supporting them too. It's a two-way street, but it honestly, just this change in environment really makes your life so much more positive. For the person who, for example, hates their body like I did, I woke up today, went up to the fridge, and I thought, I'm beautiful. I can eat what I want. If I'm not where I want to be, I know that I am the truest version of myself that I can be, and that I try so hard every day, and that's what matters. Effort. And you know what? If I'm not comfortable where I'm at, then I can eat what I want. I can eat a salad if I want to get better, or just eat protein or whatever I feel like eating, because I am my own person. I am in charge of my life. I am in charge of my body, and I am empowered because I am surrounded by people that care about me, and I'm in a positive environment. Take a deep breath. I am in a positive environment, and I am my own person in charge of my own life. And that's a big deal. So for all you people out there who are wondering what college is like, that's a whole nother story. But I promise you, a changed environment, a positive environment, can be really good for your mental health. Anyways, if you like this talk, please comment or subscribe if you want. And I'll be talking to you soon.